Fear is an old companion. 2,000 years ago, it crept into the hearts of warriors facing swords and storms. Today, it whispers through our screens and silence. Fear of failure, rejection, or simply not being enough. Yet beneath modern anxieties lies the same ancient biology. Cortisol flooding our veins, minds spiraling into paralysis. The Stoics, those clear-eyed philosophers of ancient Rome, faced fears far deadlier than ours. Seneca dodged execution orders. Epictetus, born a slave, rebuilt his life after losing his leg. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while battling chronic pain. Their secret? Not the elimination of fear, but the art of dancing with it. This isn't about conquering fear. That's a myth. It's about befriending it. Neuroscience shows that fear thrives on avoidance. The Stoics agreed, what we resist persists. But what if fear could become your teacher, a compass pointing to growth? This guide offers not rigid rules, but gentle invitations. We'll borrow tools from those who turned fear into fuel, Seneca's journaling rituals, Epictetus's boundary setting, Marcus's radical acceptance. No warrior posturing, just practical steps wrapped in compassion. You'll discover how to transform panic into curiosity using a 3-question ritual. Why visualizing worst-case scenarios can spark unexpected freedom. A bedtime practice to dissolve fear's grip. No willpower required. The coin-sized reminder that turns mortality into motivation. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signpost. Let's read it together. Part 1. The Stoic Mirror, Seeing Fear. Clearly. Seneca once wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Modern psychology confirms this. 85% of what we fear never happens, yet our minds spin tales of catastrophe. The Stoic solution? Hold up a mirror to your fears. Exercise 1. The 3 questions, Epictetus' lens. 1. What's my irrational fear this week? Example. My boss thinks I'm incompetent. 2. What's the worst that could truly happen? I might receive feedback or seek a better fitting role. 3. What would Epictetus whisper? You control effort, not outcomes. Do your work with integrity. Story. Imagine Epictetus, the slave philosopher, teaching in Rome's dusty courtyards. His students weren't emperors but ordinary people, shopkeepers, mothers, soldiers. His method? Kindness. He'd say, first, breathe, then ask, is this mine to carry? Modern twist. Try voice noting your fears. Hearing them aloud often reveals their absurdity. A CEO client realized her fear of bankruptcy was really fear of losing status. The truth set her free to innovate. Part 2. The Premeditation Ritual, Vaccinating Against Panic. Roman soldiers practiced Premeditatio Malorum not to dwell on darkness, but to drain its power. By mentally rehearsing losses, they discovered resilience. Exercise 2. The 5-minute worst-case game. Each morning, imagine your fear actualizing. Did your startup fail? Journal. Now I'll finally sleep 8 hours and rebuild with wisdom. Notice how your brain starts problem-solving. Fear shrinks. Creativity expands. Science says, a 2023 study found that catastrophe rehearsers developed 30% more emotional agility during crises. Gentle reminder, this isn't toxic positivity. It's saying, even if this happens, I'll find meaning. In Part 3, the control filter, your path to lightness. Epictetus' core teaching. Happiness is wanting what you already control. His students carried a simple filter. Exercise 3, the fire ceremony 1. List current worries. My partner's mood, the stock market, aging. 2. Sort into 2 columns. Mine, actions, attitudes, not mine, others' choices, global events. Third, literally burn the not mine list. As smoke rises, whisper, I release what never belonged to me. Story. Marcus Aurelius wrote meditations during a plague that killed millions. His focus? Only his response, organizing food distribution, comforting the dying, staying steady. Modern twist. A nurse battling burnout uses this ritual. Burning hospital understaffing felt symbolic. Now I focus on bringing kindness to each patient. Go Part 4. The memento mori coin, death as life's coach. Stoics carried skull rings not to brood, but to savor. Mortality's shadow makes sunlight brighter. Exercise 4. The today coin, carry a coin or use a phone wallpaper engraved with today. Each time you touch it, ask, would I waste this moment on fear? Science says, mortality reminders boost gratitude by 40%. Journal of Positive Psychology, 2022. Story. A veteran with PTSD credits his coin. When panic hits, I rub it and think, if today's my last, I'll spend it fully alive. Part 5. The Nightly Unwind. Seneca's Fear Audit. Seneca ended each day with gentle self-inquiry. No shame, just curiosity. Exercise 5. The Bedtime Trio 1. What fear ruled me today? I overworked to avoid feeling inadequate. 2. Was it real? No, my team actually praised me. 3. My stoic reply. Rest is productive. Tomorrow, I'll work then play. Modern twist. Pair this with a gratitude sentence. Today, I feared X, but I also loved Y. Balance heals. Your invitation to courage. The Stoics weren't fearless. They were fear alchemists. Marcus wrote, the obstacle is the way, not avoid obstacles. Your mission isn't to vanquish fear, but to let it point you toward growth. Final challenge. Pick one small fear this week. Sending that email, singing at karaoke, admitting a mistake, do it. Then journal. 1. What actually happened? 2. What did I learn about my strength? 3. How can I celebrate this step? As Epictetus said, circumstances don't make the person, they reveal them. Let your fears reveal not weakness, but the courage that's always been there.